Hello, my dears, it's Karen here. It certainly has been an interesting day, and it's all culminating in a prison heist. After getting through the front door, we had to kill a bunch of prison guards in their break room without setting off any alarms. We succeeded, of course, and then we met a rather surly gentleman in the armory that Mr. Onagon seemed to know. As if all of this wasn't strange enough, we broke into the sub-basement with the important prisoners, and one of them was my missing husband, Barrington. I had no idea that being a breadwinner would have so many twists.
Kia ora everybody, and welcome to the terrible adventures of the Janison Redford's Parchment Company. My name is Penny D. I'm going to be your Dungeon Master today, and look, I never said that I was like current or even based in 2023, but at the moment the show that I am like watching through and kind of binging a little Stranger Things. I've seen season 1 before, but no further than that, so I've rewatched season 1 and I'm like a little bit into season 2. I am aware that I'm kind of behind the curve on this one, but I really like it.
It's all good. I haven't watched it either, if it makes you feel better.
That actually does make me feel better. Thanks, Poppy.
Oh, good. You're welcome.
You're real fashionable, so I actually feel okay now.
Hi, I'm Poppy. I play Idafer the Tiefling Rogue. And a show that I have... Actually, I really need to catch up on it. But Sandman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I read like the first half of the Sandman, like the first Sandman comic from Neil Gaiman. And then when I saw the characters, like who was actually playing Sandman, I was like, wow. This is wonderful. So I've only watched 2 episodes so far, but it is fantastic and I'm very excited to finish it.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I play Flinva, the Halfling Bard. And so, actually, my partner really loves Star Wars and is super excited that the Ahsoka show is coming out.
Really?
So in preparation, because I like Star Wars as in I watched the movies, in preparation, we've been progressively watching every single bit of Star Wars piece there is out, including all the Clone Wars animated series, the Rebels, and so... that's been my life for the recent while.
That's a lot of Star Wars.
There's so much.
It is. There's a lot. But it's been great. It was actually kind of cool.
Pop quiz. Who's the best character in all of every Star Wars? In all of the Star Warses? Who's the best character?
Oh my gosh.
I would say the stars, maybe.
Yeah, the Wars suck.
Definitely better than the Wars, yeah.
Stars are great.
Low-key, I'm a Mace Windu fan.
I'm a pretty big fan of The Mandalorian, to be honest. But also, I love the robots. So the droids.
The droids.
And there's this one female droid that's like pink. I can't remember her name, so sorry, Cece, for forgetting that. But she's my favorite so far.
Well, of course she's a girl. They made her pink. That's how you tell that a
Yeah.
character is a girl.
And all the blue robots are boys.
Hey, my name is Stephanie, and I play Frankie, the human artificer. And probably a show that I've been binging at the moment is And Just Like That, which is kind of the spin-off of Sex and the City.
Oh.
Now,
Interesting.
I wasn't a huge Sex and the City fan. Like, I only just started watching it because I started watching it Just Like That. You know, I've seen the 2 movies. I'm like, okay. But then when I watched the series, and I'm like, God, all of these people are insufferable. I would hate to be friends with all of them. But I'm watching and Just Like That, and like everyone is older. Like, a lot of them have definitely aged, and it's a little bit refreshing to see like Sarah Jessica Parker actually looking her age. Like, she looks old. Well, not old. I would say old, but she looks like
Mature.
Yeah, she looks like her age, and she looks mature, and she looks like pretty good. So I'm like, okay, this isn't so bad, and she's a little bit less like prudish about it, and there's somebody discovering her like lesbianism in her like middle to like late 50s, and she's exploring that, and I'm like, you know, this is a little bit more refreshing than it was, you know, in the actual series. So if you don't like Sex and the City, I would suggest giving And Just Like That a watch.
All right. That's a good recommendation.
My name is Liz, and I play Karen, the Dwarven Barbarian. And you guys have been working through a pretty good backlog of TV shows, media, but I am currently obsessed with the brand new, just out, extremely exciting Good Omens Season 2.
Oh, Yeah, nice.
You said it released all at once, right?
Yeah, released all at once. It's all up there.
I'm very excited.
It's really good. And I've now just been watching a bunch of behind the scenes stuff and interviews because that is what I genuinely enjoy doing.
David Tennant is wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm just, let me get a little bit emotional for a moment there, is I love how everybody involved in Good Omens is still making sure that Terry Pratchett's name is stamped all over it.
Yeah. Well, because they were talking about it before he passed away, right?
Yeah. So this is in accordance with what he talked about with Neil Gaiman and the ideas that they had for season 2 and potentially season 3.
Oh.
So yeah, Good Omens season 2, lots of fun.
I'm so down. I also
Really
love
enjoyed
John
it.
Hamm, especially when he's not being a dick.
I love that in Good Omens, there's always a scene where they're like, it's time to compliment John Hamm's beautiful face. And then they compliment John Hamm's beautiful face for like 2 minutes. And then they
It's true.
I would love to carry on talking about amazing TV shows that we live in this new golden age of television, but this isn't a, quality media, streaming, multi-million dollar series podcast. It is a D&D podcast.
It could be, but the market's a little bit saturated for those ones.
Should we go ahead and play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
We pick up with our heroes who have broken into the basement floor of the Ymir City prison. Karen, you launched yourself out of the elevator into the guard who was blocking the doors and just pushed all the buttons to open all the doors.
Yep.
I think it was Idafer who ran around to have a look at the back room and noticed a fairly handsome but somewhat unkempt looking dwarf comes out of one of the cells and says, what's going on here?
That's familiar. That's a familiar voice.
That's Barry!
And Karen leaps back over the counter and runs around the corner. The only way I know how to describe it is lactose intolerant white girl style,
Nice.
white chick style,
Right,
rather.
gotta run.
Move, bitch.
You push yourself past Idafer at the sound of the voice, and the dwarf man who came out of the cell says, "Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?"
And Celine Dion's
And
song. Yeah.
will always
Wait, no, that's
love
Whitney
you.
Houston. That's Whitney Houston. It's the other one. It's the other one. Oh, now I can't think of it.
My heart, is it the Titanic song?
Yeah, my heart will go on, but it's that part
okay.
when the beat drops and it's
You're here.
and they're just running.
Oh
God,
my
this is so
God.
beautiful. Please, can somebody animate this? I want to see this.
She runs towards him, arms wide, and just completely ignoring the rest of the people here. What they're supposed to be doing in the prison, presumably all the other doors that are open, maybe that there's a small child in one of them. She doesn't care about that.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And she grabs her husband in a tight embrace.
Frankie would be like, man, if I knew these people or had some sort of emotional connection with these people, this would probably be a lovely scene.
Who the hell is this?
Guys, that's Karen's husband.
Barry hugs you back tightly,
Oh,
and he smiles over at your companions, all of these weird-looking people, including like a tabaxi in monk's robes. And he smiles at you and he says, "Babe, I left you an entire army. Who the hell are these guys?"
Well, some of them are with the Resistance, who we've successfully made contact with.
And I raised my hand.
One of them is...
Friskin as well raises his hand.
One of them is a very famous scientist, and one of them is a terrifying
I'm Flinva!
warmonger.
Is that Flinvar Onagon?
It's Flinvar Onagon, babe. I don't know. He has this story about how he's come from another dimension where we're all friends.
Okay, so all right, let's put a pin in that.
Yeah, I think it's probably best.
Everyone, I have thank you for breaking in to get me, but I actually have there's a kid down here who says that he's the real emperor. We gotta take him with us.
It's Silver!
Wait, where is he now? Show me. Where?
Yes, of course. We are supposed to be retrieving a
At
child.
this point, I've pushed through the group. I'm grabbing Barry by the collar. I'm like, where is he?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I mean, you don't have to do that. You could just look further down the hallway and see like a small face kind of timidly hiding in a corner. Like you can only see half of his face as he's peering at you on an angle through the bars. The door to his cell is open, but he's just watching and listening. And he sees you meet eyes with him and ducks away. And Barry says, hang on, kid, it's okay. This is my wife, and these are her friends, companions.
Yeah.
Legs.
How?
Co-workers.
Kid, it's okay, come out. Flynn, can you please roll me a perception check?
I rolled a net one. Hold on. Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you notice Friskin's tail start suddenly like flicking around a little aggressively.
Oh. Can I rush forward towards Silver?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Cool. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to be like, Silver, it's me, Flinvar, from the other world, before the dumb wish. Do you remember what happened before the wish? Do you know who you are? Because these folks don't.
He just stares at you and looks at Barry, and he's like, how do you know my name?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna walk over to him. That's it. That's my action.
Okay.
I want to see if he's gonna call me the pouty boy. I forget
Okay.
the name.
He real scared. Like he does not look well nourished, and he looks kind of sallow, and he's got big bags under his eyes. And he, like, when you enter his cell, he starts backing up towards the back corner, and he looks like he might cry.
Hey. Okay. All right. I defer.
I look at Karen and I'm just like, Karen, you're like a mum, right? You have some food?
Yes, and you're a tiefling, so I know it's a bad stereotype, but come away from the frightened child.
I
my
might
God.
be a tiefling, but I'm also a world-class model, Karen. This is the peak of beauty.
Your beauty is scaring him. He's intimidated.
He is very scared of your beauty. Let's say that.
I give him a smile and my teeth are just terrified.
Oh, my God.
Frankie, while your friends are talking with each other, you notice Friskin, because you're still at the back, you haven't really done anything yet. So
Yeah.
you notice Friskin, who was back with you, step forwards and start walking towards the cell that all the friends are talking at, kind of hanging around the doorway. And he looks at all of you and he says, get out of my way.
No.
Oh, no. Nope.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, of course.
What? Why? Friskin, chill, man. Like, hang back. We're sorting this out.
We kill the boy and the portal closes and this whole thing is over. I don't want to have to deal with the rest of it.
No.
Well, that's a you problem, man. We've got to get this kid back.
No, if you kill Silver, then things can't get righted to how they were.
He looks at you, Flinvar, and he kind of like sort of dismisses what you have to say, and he says, sure, man, let's put my life on the line for the crazy guy who thinks the world is different than it is.
Well, if you move any closer, you're putting your life on the line anyway.
He goes to push past you.
Oh.
Can I make a opportunity?
How close is he to me?
So how it works is Flinvar standing in the door of the cell, Idafer and Karen are inside the cell with Silver, and Frankie's at the back near where Barry is.
Word.
So he pushes past Flynn and goes to go further into the cell.
I stab him with the spear.
Oh God.
Yeah, roll me an attack roll.
21 to hit.
Surprisingly, that does hit him. How do you stab him, or do you like go to whack him with the staff part, or what's your move here?
So what he wants to do is he would stab up into him with the spear and then lodge the butt into the floor to try and like stop him moving forward.
Oh my god.
So I'm stabbing him, but I'm also making like a, you know how he wedges something into like a crocodile's mouth in the cartoons? He's doing that, but with the floor and...
Sure. Friskin was not expecting you to make a move, so you go to stab him with the pointy end of the spear, and you like hit him sort of like under the armpit a little bit, and you kind of embed the pointy tip there. He like growl like a cat. And he is going to attack you back. He is going to punch you with his other hand and go to do like a kick with one of his claws, unless anybody else has something they'd like to do.
Only yell out. Can't fight amongst us. This is what he wants. If we fight amongst us, then they win.
Roll me a persuasion check, Frankie.
Persuasion. Oh, charisma. That is a 19.
Woo, that's pretty good.
Karen and Idafer, do either of you want to do anything to add to this?
He's annoyed that he wants to kill the kid, but also this thing between him and Flinva isn't my bag. Like,
Not your monkey, not your circus.
Yeah, not my monkeys, not my circus, so I'm just kind of letting it
I mean,
happen and seeing.
Friskin is definitely your monkey.
I mean, also, yeah.
Karen is going to physically block Silver from Friskin, and she's going
Actually,
to...
yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah, and she's going to say, "Stand down, Friskin. You don't want to do this."
Yeah, stand down.
He went to strike back, but your responses and your words kind of like, Flinva, you've got like a cat palm. You could see little toe beans about like an inch from your face. And he stops and he like pulls the spear out of himself. And he turns to Idafer and he says, "Why should we listen to them? Who are they? They're not here to fight."
Look, Friskin, at the end of the day, we said we'd bring this kid back.
From behind Karen, a little voice pops up and he says, I might have something to say about this that could be really important if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, go for it, kid.
Aside from me not being killed by him, look, well, when that portal opened up, we got magic back, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all coming from that flow between here and Avernus, and that's why it's all hell magic. And he holds up his palm and casts minor illusion just to make a little, like, let's say it's a little picture of the administrator's head just like rotate for a minute, but as he casts it, it's like fire burning through paper really fast to make it appear.
Oh yeah.
I have noticed how bad it feels to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, it feels pretty natural for me.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if the portal suddenly collapses, that flow will be gone, and all the feedback and all this hellfire magic is suddenly going to get ripped out of people. I have a theory that could potentially kill everybody in the city.
Oh.
So, let's not kill me, because I'm so cute. And he kind of like smiles at you and like bats his eyelashes at you.
I'm gonna roll insight.
I kind of just cringe at it because I don't like kids.
And Karen smiles and goes, "Oh, you're used to getting your way, aren't you?"
I rolled a 17 on insight.
What do you want to know insight on?
I want to know insight on if he's actually really cute.
Oh, okay.
I don't trust him.
You don't want to know more about his claims that closing the portal might kill everybody?
I mean, also, yeah, that's important as well.
Okay.
Yes. That's the more important one, not his cuteness level.
So the math checks out. Frankie, you have also picked up that the presence of magic came along at the same time as the portal, and you've tested the fact that when all spells are sort of like hellfire powered now. This sounds right. The math sort of checks out there.
Math checks
also,
out.
he is pretty adorable, but he's also a 13-year-old kid, so like all of them have, a percentage of awkward to them. Naturally.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Frankie pulls out a random little pad of paper and a pen that he invented, so you don't need to use the ink sort of pot. And he's like, "Yeah, no, Silver, what he's saying, the math checks out," and he shows various equations that he's been working on over time and just there in his head. I've been looking into this myself, and yeah, no, I think just abruptly closing the portal is a bad idea.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Can you roll me a persuasion check to convince, let's say, Friskin, but also like for the rest of the party too?
Okay. Charisma. That is a 12.
Friskin is going to pull back. He's going to look at the kid and he says, "You try to escape and I end you." And Silver's like, "Escape from this prison or escape from you guys?"
No, sweetheart. We're helping you escape from the prison. I think Friskin just doesn't want you wandering off on your own. And to be fair, neither do I. How about you take Barry's hand and we will all get out together? How does that sound?
Barry actually picks him up in a little piggyback, but because Barry's a dwarf and Silver's a human, his feet almost touch the ground anyway. Why are you doing this?
I was told to.
I defer, because it's the right thing to do.
Because I want my life back.
It does seem kind of weird that they'd keep a kid in a jail cell. Like, look at this guy.
Okay, do we get out the same way we got in? Or
Hey, Barry, are you aware of any, exit down here?
Guys, we've got a map.
The elevator, I think, is the only way in and out. There's definitely no other exits to this place. How did you get in?
Yeah, elevator. And also I did say that I'd pick up that fire genasi on the way back. I guess we should do that.
Oh yeah, let's take the movie.
Oh yes, we made a friend along the way.
So you guys all pile back into the elevator, and Karen, you notice that Barry makes an attempt to like stand in the opposite corner to Friskin.
Yeah, I stand in between Friskin and Barry.
Fair enough, yeah.
Barry whispers to you in the elevator on the way up. He's like, "Do we need to split off? What's the deal with the tabaxi?"
Karen just kind of shrugs and says, "Stand down for now.
Okay.
The insurrection is always watching."
Well, not in here, they're not, but once we get outside, we should be good.
Yes, once we're outside, if it all goes to shit, get ready to make a break for it.
Okay, you got it.
But right now, he's part of the resistance. We kind of have to work together.
Okay.
But I'm keeping a real good eye on Friskin because I don't really want him to kill this kid, so...
If he had fur, it would be standing up. He definitely is in his heckles are up
Attack mode.
right now.
Angie.
He seems very agitated, and you notice that he's not looking at Silver, but one of his ears is like turned and pointed back towards him.
Like, of course, Flynn's going to be watching the elevator doors.
Frankie is just doing some more calculations in terms of potentially how to like stop it, like, you know, close the portal, how many people would approximately die, various maths, how best also to like cut a pizza to get more slices per pizza, but like, you know, just various different, you know, calculations.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
Can I just say that, like, if Friskin is about to attack, I'm going to jump in.
Okay,
Like, I'm just kind of ready for it.
cool. Can I just get you to roll me an insight check for like how attuned to his like body language you're going to be?
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah, you have worked with him a lot. You understand his patterns and how he works and how he looks. You're confident that if he wanted to try and make like a surprise or a sneak attack against Barry and Silver, that you would be able to interfere.
Cool. Thank you.
Frankie, what did you get for your Arcana check?
27.
Nice.
What Silver's saying, when you ran the calculations the first time, you're like, that sounds about right. When you ran them the second time, you're like, oh, okay, this is like a really good way to wipe out like all life in the entire kingdom would be to kill Silver and collapse the portal. The thing is that like even animals and like non-sentient creatures do consume and sort of like live in a magical world. So there's a chance that if that portal collapsed, that everybody would basically just burn to death in hellfire.
Yeah. Wow.
Not great.
Not great, guys.
Well, I've got fire resistance, so I'd be fine.
Actually, that's an interesting point. Idafer, you have lived in this world for a while. Roll me an Arcana check as well.
That's a 15.
You know that there is a difference between fire and hellfire, and that just because you have resistance to what you would call fire doesn't mean that hellfire, which is like a fire-themed flavor of magic, doesn't mean you'd have resistance to that.
Yeah.
Frankie drew a crude sketch of Ida from burning in fire. He's like, no, you would be affected too. See this diagram here.
But I'm
a
like
stick figure.
part demon. Like, I don't know, I think one of my parents was a demon or some junk, so...
Idafer, honestly, I'm a dwarf, but I would still get crushed to death by rocks.
Yeah, well okay, shut up.
Frankie doesn't have enough paper and pens to explain how you would still be affected.
That's okay, I'll just deal with it.
Ding! There's a little ding and the elevator door opens. Flinvar, the first thing you notice is this room is full of smoke, and you step out of the elevator and you can see that the guard who activated so Murphy, who you recognize to be Murphy, has set fire to the storage room while you guys have been downstairs.
Oh my god!
There.
And he's just like casually whistling as he puts a few things in his pockets and pops out of his little booth, super acting like that fire is not even there.
He's so chaotic.
I love it.
Oh, I know.
Karen just kind of puts her hands on her hips and says, "Okay, citizen, are you ready to earn our trust?"
That's the super weird way of putting it, but yeah, okay.
Tall people, duck low and keep low to the ground if you can. Smoke rises.
Oh, that's a good plan. Yes. You tall boys will want to crouch down a little bit. Sorry about your knees.
And it's at this stage that a loud siren begins to go off. Whether or not it was activated by the large fire that is currently pumping smoke into this room, you're not sure. But there's a like siren going off.
Awesome.
We should probably run.
Let's just smash our way out, guys. Let's just run.
Okay.
And convince anyone on the way that we're just leaving the fire. Surely.
Yes, Murphy, is it? I was just about to ask you if you had the means to, let all of the prisoners out of the main prison area. Keep the rest of the guards busy.
Hang on a second. There's like mass murderers and stuff in there. Are you sure you want to you know what'll happen, right? They'll kill us and me. You're all wearing guard uniforms too.
You know what?
Karen, let's leave.
I think you underestimate us.
I do think you underestimate us, but if that's how you feel, let's just get out of here.
Look, we could go through Gen Pop if you want, but there's a lot of guards in there.
I was asking if you could let them out of Gen Pop to keep the guards occupied while we get out of here.
We'd need to go in there.
Oh, well, never mind then. All right, let's get out of here. Barry, you've got a good grip on the boy?
Which way are you going?
Back up the bridge, right?
The bypass stairs.
Yeah, you'll bypass stairs, the bridge.
Sure. And what order? Who's first?
Can we make Murphy go first? Because he's more known.
Sure,
I think-
you can make Murphy go
Yeah,
first. None of you
I
will
think-
be able to roll on on point rolls.
I was either going to make Murphy or Friskin go first because I don't want Friskin anywhere near Barry and
Okay.
Silver.
Yeah.
You guys can make whoever go first you want. If it's not one of the four of you, then you can't roll for stuff.
I'm going at the back with Friskin in front of me.
Okay.
I'll go at the front.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll put Barry and Silver second, and I will be straight behind them.
Okay. And then I assume Flinvar's in the middle of that. Murphy somewhere in the middle as well. All right, we're good to go. Frankie, you're at the front. Can you please roll me an athletics check?
Oh, athletics. Oh, that's an 18. Straight 18.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. You're able to set a really good pace for the group as you barrel up the stairs. There's windows into Gen Pop, and you can all see that there's a fair amount of chaos going on in there. All the guards are running around and checking on prisoners, and you carry on up the stairs through the guards room.
Cool.
In the guards room, there's a single guard sitting in a chair, looking devastated at the amount of blood in the room. He basically just walked in on his PTSD moment as he looks up at all of you.
There's tomato soup!
Frankie, do you stop or do you carry on?
I carry on, but as we carry on, we're like, don't worry, mate, it's just tomato soup. We're just trying to get out of here,
The 8 of you just all one by one just bustle through the guards room into the lobby area. And there are a couple of guards standing around here, but they all seem to be arguing amongst themselves. Do you stop or do you head for the exit?
Frankie's not stopping unless they're coming towards us. He's not it's best to just probably carry on.
Just roll me a what do you call it? Roll me a D10. This is just a basic luck check.
That is a 2.
Ooh, nice! You landed it.
Oh.
Oh!
1 to 3. As you run to the door, it's being opened for somebody else to come in, and you barrel through someone who looks like they might be some kind of admin person. They're not wearing guards armor; they're just wearing regular clothes. You just barrel through this guy and down the hall. Down the hall that leads past the booth and out towards the plaza. You keep running past the guard booth and just straight out towards the plaza, almost home free.
Woo!
Almost. Yeah.
DM says almost.
Where's Frankie leading us towards?
So it would be towards the entrance. The entrance is if you look at the map, the entrance is a small hallway that would lead us out into the plaza. And on the other side of the plaza is the area that you first started at. But you're pretty confident that if you can get to the other side of the plaza and into building cover, that the insurgency should be able to help you escape the rest of the way.
Oh.
But,
Oh.
Frankie, you burst out into the plaza and you find yourself face to face with the captain of the guard, astride a large white horse. He is looking down at you with disdain, and next to him is his Goliath squire holding his sword. Between you and the captain of the guard are 3 frog-like demons, each of them wearing medium armor and all pointing spears at you. They're kind of around in sort of a semicircle position. There are 2 other people next to Captain Cherish. The first is an armored Bobby.
Ooh, Bobby!
And the second is a really familiar looking halfling in an expensive suit with a little pseudo dragon on his shoulder. Flinvar Onagon is with the captain of the guards and looking at all of you with some confusion as all 8 of you come out through the hallway and into the plaza. Kia ora, Penny here. The prison break is well underway and it's all going a little too well if you ask me. Some quick messages and then we'll get back to the show. Thanks to our Patreons for supporting JBPC. James Courtwright, Samsara, Waffles loves you and hopes you have a good day. Claire McDonald, Jules Bergesser, Violet, Shabna Lee, Alex Moore, Lyndon Hood, Jesse Wesson, Disturbed 1NZ, Andrew Evans, Luna Chris, William Evans, Steffi James is awesome, and Danielle, the tea lady, lady of the tea. Our players have been uncharacteristically well behaved this episode, so I have no After Dark or naughty clips to post to Patreon, but there is still lots of goofy shenanigans on our page that you can check out if you're in the mood for a giggle. I'm so excited that we're entering the final arcs of the show in 2024. If you've enjoyed this journey and you'd like to support us, you can do so at patreon.com/jbpcpodcast for a couple of bucks a month. Music credits, thanks to Telecasted for Bone Dry, Jeremy Blake for Cool Revenge and Final Girl, Anno Domini Beats for Culture, Track Tribe for Limousines, Half.Cool for Sharp Edges, Ryan McCaffrey, go by Ocean, for Speak the Truth, Nathan Moore for The Goons Loose, and Jung Logos for Escapism. Next episode, The Wish Scroll Part 7, will be out in 2 weeks on Christmas Eve, so if you're going to be travelling for the holidays, hey, I know a great podcast you can listen to. Alright, that's probably enough. Let's get on with it.
What the hell?
Wait, did you say Flinbar on the go?
Wait, who's that?
It's you. Who the hell?
Captain Cherish smiles at you all and he says, well, well, well. What have we here? Proof that our intelligence was right after all. Thank you for coming to the prison, Mrs. Stonecutter. Surrender and give us the boy, and maybe we won't send you through the portal.
I just lean down to Karen. I'm like, Karen, surely you can just whistle and people will be here.
We're in the middle of nowhere. They have no cover. There's nowhere to go.
The halfling steps forward and looks quite arrogant.
The heck? Who are you and why are you wearing my face? That's my face? And my Welby? My Welby?
What's a Welby?
Some kind of resistance illusion, I assume. Whoever you are, you'll pay for hijacking my profits and my reputation!
Is this... Oh my gosh.
Guys?
Idafa and Frankie, roll me insight checks.
Okay.
That's not good.
Oh no.
Frankie rolled a 6.
Oh.
I don't also rolled a 6.
Oh, you two dummies. There's, for some reason that you can't quite figure out, there's 2 of the same guy. One of them's on your team acting really weird, and one of them's acting exactly as you would expect.
Yes. The math isn't mathing. Frankie goes back to doing math.
Captain Cherish! To him immediately!
And Captain Cherish blows a horn, and the demons begin advancing forwards on all of you. And the Bobby, his eyes glow, and he begins animation and sort of comes to life a little bit, where he's sort of just standing there. I want everybody to please roll for initiative.
Oh no! Ooh.
Okay.
I got 20.
Nice. I got 15.
I've got a 9.
Oh, I also got a 9. You can go first, Flynn.
Thanks.
All right, Frankie, this situation is starting to get a little bit aggressive for your liking. These 3 guards are approaching you with spears. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast a web, please.
Okay, cool. What does that do?
So I conjure a mass of thick, sticky webbing at a point of my choice within range. The web fills a 20-foot cube. For the duration, the webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscure the area. If the webs aren't anchored, so I'm just putting it on the floor, so it's effectively difficult terrain. Each creature that starts its turn in the web or enters it during its turn must make a dex throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained.
Okay, so your options are you can web 2 of the 3 guards, or you could web the entire space that contains Cherish, the Squire, the Bobby and the other Flynn bar.
Yeah, I want the second option, please. I would like to choose the second option.
So you're going to go for like the horse and the squire and the Bobby?
Yes, that's right.
Good choice.
Good choice.
So at the beginning of each of their turns, would you remind me that you have web active?
Yes, I will.
Do you have any bonus actions or movement that you'd like to take?
Bonus action, I would like to... Are there any, like, stones around?
I would say there's some pebbles, yeah. You could absolutely gather some pebbles.
Bonus
from them.
actions, I'd like to pick up a couple pebbles just in case.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can use magic stone on them as a bonus action.
Yeah, as a bonus action. But I kind of don't want to, like, be the first one to attack, just in case.
Okay.
You know,
fair.
like...
You're taking
That's fair.
defensive actions.
Yeah, defensive actions.
Karen, you're up.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. Karen would like to rage. How far away approximately is the Bobby?
The Bobby would be about 40 feet from you, basically towards the direct west.
Okay.
But in between you and him, you'd have to go past at least one of the guards to get to him.
Okay.
And Bobby's in the web, right? Like,
Bobby's currently in the web, that's right. So you'd also need to go into the difficult terrain.
Okay. Basketball Karen doesn't need to go into difficult terrain, but how many guards are in between me and kind of the web zone?
If you ran in a straight line, one. But if you ran around it all, then probably you'd have to go past two of them.
Okay, I would like to rage, and while the rage is happening, instinctive pounce my way towards the closest guard. As soon as I reach the guard, I'm going to attack with the Temperate Great Axe, 1d12 plus 8 slashing damage.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
And I'm also going to be using the fire on the Temperate Great Axe to add 1d6 fire damage to my attack.
So what was your attack roll?
Oh god, a natural 20. Nice.
Nice.
And guess what I get? Because I'm a barbarian.
You get brutal critical.
Get a little kiss.
Yep, I get a little kiss. But I do also get one additional weapon dive damage on a critical hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you. All right, so for this poor old guard.
I mean, he is a demon, so don't feel too sorry for him.
Well,
Okay.
He's like a toad demon.
still, he gets 12 slashing damage and 5 fire damage.
The fire damage does nothing, so he'll take 12 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm guessing he's not down. So what I'm going to do is do that again, but not fire damage this time.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's another natural 20.
You're kidding me.
Not kidding you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your damage off of your brutal critical. That's amazing.
Yeah, okay, so one of my rolls was a 12, and the other one was a 3, so he gets 15 points of slashing damage.
Very nice. You like run up, you surprise the rest of your party with how fast you like blitz just straight out in front of you.
Barry's trying to hide his arousal.
Lay two very impressive, very heavy axe attacks onto this demon. He also lights on fire for a bit, but it doesn't seem to bother him as it goes out, and he sort of licks his weird toad lips at you.
So is he completely, he gets no damage from fire at all?
The fire did not seem to affect him. The slashing damage did.
Cool, okay.
Well, that's good to know for Idafer as well, anyway.
Yeah.
So you've done your bonus action and some of your movement. Do you have anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I would like to say that I've forgotten an extra plus because my rage damage bonus,
Okay.
both of those attacks are plus 8. So he actually gets an extra 16 points of damage.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I did it again. I do it all the time.
No, that's okay. That's okay. That's what you do. That's okay. I'd just like to remind us all that, and that's the absolute latest that I would accept people coming back and saying, oh, by the way, a bunch of extra damage would
That's
be.
fair.
Oh, fair, yeah.
moved on.
It has to be in your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Usually I forget about it and then I just don't say anything. So hey, at least I remembered
got it
this time.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
The Bobby is next. The Bobby comes to life next to Captain Cherish, who pats it sort of on the shoulder, and its eyes burst with green lightning, and it does this big blood-curdling scream and runs straight at Karen. Karen, it's going to take.
It is in the web.
Oh, that's right. What do I need to do?
Dex save.
Dex save. Ooh, he's not great at that.
Dex 17.
Oh.
Whoa. Good luck, Bobby.
I failed. What happens if I fail?
He is restrained.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. So it says on its next turn, it can do a strength,
Oh, okay.
saving, strength, and he'll probably be able to break out very easily. But in its next turn, it could do a strength saving to it, like a strength check.
That was pretty awesome. So, like, the dex, it's not great at dex, but it's amazing at strength. So,
Yeah. So at least we have one turn.
yeah, you restrained the Bobby.
Yeah.
Well done. He doesn't get to do anything else with his turn? He just can't move?
It just says a failed save is restrained.
I will let you know, Frankie, that you have some awareness of how these things operate. And when it can't move, its like head snaps around to look at you.
Oh, Frankie feels that chill down his spine. He's like, guys, can we deal with this before it gets out, please?
Yeah, next up is going to be Friskin. Friskin looks at you, Idafer, and he says, I got the big one. And he is going to run straight at the Bobby, like super fast, and do like a double foot drop kick just straight into its chest.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, he got a natural 20!
yay!
We're rolling really well today, everyone. He is going to do 12 bludgeoning damage to the Bobby. And the Bobby needs to make a saving throw against being knocked over, because once it's prone, it would be much harder to get out of the web. That would be a strength saving throw plus 4. He rolled a 12, which was he needed a 14 to stay up. So Friskin basically just runs straight at it, double foot drop kicks him straight in the chest, and the Bobby's going to fall back, and its entire body is now stuck in the webs.
Hell yes.
It's going to have disadvantage on its strength saving throw next round. Seem fair?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Friskin is right there. He's also, because he did a drop kick, he's also in the webs, but he should be fine. Next up is the Flinvar that we've come to know and love, not the other one.
Okay, so Flinvar is going to cast. Am I immune to fear?
As a halfling, you have advantage on saving throws against fear, but you're not immune to fear.
Okay. So Flinvar's going to cast fear on Cherish.
Okay. Can you read me the spell?
Sure. So basically, I project images of the creature's worst fear, and each creature within a 30-foot cone must succeed a wisdom. Oh, sorry.
You'd need to run forwards 10 feet to be able to do that, because he's 40 feet from you.
Oh, okay. I will do that.
Okay. Yep,
But
that's fine.
Only to the cusp of the web, so I won't step into the webs.
That's fine. You would only be up where Karen is by the guard.
Okay, so it's actually each creature in the 30-foot cone, so it doesn't have to be just Cherish.
Yeah, if you wanted to get the guard, you would also get Karen. But you can get Cherish, Cassie, Friskin, the other Flinvar, and the Bobby within that cone.
I will do that.
Okay, cool. So I need to roll saving throws for a lot of people. And what's the DC?
Spell save DC 15.
Cherish passes. Cassie fails. The Bobby is immune.
Oh, okay.
The other Flinvar passes. And Friskin also passes.
What about Welby?
You know what? That's a good call that I hadn't considered.
Nice.
The Welby fails.
Good, because we have to watch out for his. And also, Flynn, can I say something too?
Sure, yeah. You can. You know what the thing is that you know a lot of information about several of the people in this fight that a lot of people don't know. So you can say a couple of things.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, don't let the dragon breathe on you. Don't hit me with fear, like I just did. Watch out for my bardic inspiration, and oh shoot! And to kill the big guy, you have to disable his eyes, rip them out, stab them, behead him, just. Ooh.
Yeah.
And that's not me.
As he flies it.
Yeah.
Okay, Flinvar, that was a lot of stuff, so I'm going to say that dumping all that information is going to count as your bonus action. So you've done your action and your bonus action. Is that fine?
Yep, that's fine.
Idafer, you're up.
Okay, I am going to. I would get sneak attack, right?
It depends on your target. You can have sneak attack against anyone who is adjacent to one of your allies.
Perfect. Friskin's still near the Bobby, right?
You get advantage against the Bobby because he's prone, and if you're using.
Basically, I just want to do. I'm going to do a sneak attack against the Bobby.
Okay, what are you using as your weapon?
I'm going to throw my dagger.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an attack roll with advantage.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Perfect. And then, sorry. Sneak attack's so big now, I need so many dice.
Oh my god, what a problem to have.
I know!
For you.
I just get out all of my dice.
Oh no!
Da-da-da-da-da. That is 2, 3, 6, and 6. So 12 damage in total. Shit, I was meant to say I was aiming for his eyes.
With the way that he fell backwards, his eyes would be the furthest things from you. Unless you climbed up to get some altitude, you wouldn't be able to, like, take that shot.
Okay, word.
Just from how big and far away he is.
That's all good. 12 damage.
Sure, yeah, gotcha.
Piercing damage. And I am going to... There's not really anywhere for me to take cover. Like, it would be behind someone else, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're in a fairly open space. You could back into the sort of hallway area behind you, but there's not a lot of places that you could go to for cover in this area. You'd need to make it, like, across the other side of the plaza.
Who is standing near me?
Barry and Silver are still near you. Murphy's near you as well.
Screw it. I'll just stay where I am, I think.
Cool. Cherish is up. He is going to roll his dexterity check against the web. What's the DC again, Frankie?
17.
He's going to pass because he's on that horse, so he
Yeah.
advantage.
A little bingus.
He actually is going to like leap sort of backwards out, and he's running in a big arc around everyone. He looks like he's trying to come in from the side, and he's looking at not you guys, but at his demon guards. He seems to have something going on. He basically runs all the way around the side, and he's approaching from the side. He is going to hold his action, and his action is he's going to do an attack against somebody who is impaled by one of the demon's spears.
Oh.
Next up is going to be Silver. Silver whispers something in Barry's ear, and they start to run north, like around the opposite way to where Cherish is coming, who's arcing in from the south.
Cool.
Cassie is next. Cassie's going to roll against the web, so the Squire is going to fail, but she, being a Goliath, nearly hit it. She almost got out. Barry is next. Barry is going to run sort of further north, trying to get past one of those guards. Murphy is going to be next. He is going to follow Barry and Silver quite close behind, and he takes his gloves off, and he looks like he's ready to cast some kind of magic if anyone comes close to them.
Nice.
The 3 guards are going to be next. Guard number 1, the one to the south, because Flinvar ran past him, is going to use his spear attack against Flinvar.
I cast Cutting Words Anti-Inspo.
Can you read that to me?
As a reaction, a creature you can see makes an attack roll or an ability roll or a check or damage roll. You can use your reaction to expend one of your Bardic Inspiration slots, and they have to roll a Bardic Inspiration die and subtracting the number rolled.
Okay, so what's your Bardic Inspiration die at the moment? Is it 10 or is it 8?
It's 1d10.
Cool, roll me a d10. I'll let you know. He got a natural 20 on this hit, so you can minus this, and if you get it, like, you're gonna cancel out the critical hit.
Okay.
But as to whether you're gonna do enough to stop it from hitting you, let's see.
Oh, that's an 8.
The demon guards are a +4 to hit, so he rolled a 24, which would bring his total down to 16. Does 16 beat your AC?
I'm 17.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You do some
God.
cool matrix moves and just dodge just out of the way of the spear, which as it like goes through the area that you were standing in only moments before, glows dark crimson red with hellfire magic. That probably wouldn't have been very fun for you to get impaled by that. The next one is the one who's engaged with Karen. Karen is going to go for a hellfire spear attack against you.
Wonderful.
Does 19 plus 4, 23 hit?
Yeah, sure does.
Cool. That is going to be 1d6 piercing and 2d6 fire damage. So that would be 6 piercing damage and 5 fire damage.
Cool. So the piercing damage is halved, so
Yeah.
3 piercing damage.
Yep. And can you go ahead and make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw?
Yes. Well, lucky for me, I rolled a 5 and my con save is a +7.
You feel the hellfire flow through you and try to like seize all your muscles. It doesn't work on you.
No.
You're just that buff that you can just flex it out.
I believe there was an action held by Cherish to go for whoever got stabbed.
Yes,
Is that
that's
going
right.
to happen to me?
That's not yet because I'm doing the remaining spear attack, which is against Frankie first.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
no.
Frankie, does a 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
What are
Nice.
you at these days? You got a super high AC, don't you?
Yeah, very high. You'd have to minimum like a natural 20 to hit.
Could you describe yourself? How you parry or dodge this spear attack that comes at you.
So, like, I would imagine, not necessarily like the Matrix, but like there was that scene in the Matrix when like he goes to punch, and Neo kind of just like turns to go with the punch, and then just like looks at the guy like, what? Like, kind of like that, almost like kind of was expecting it, but wasn't expecting to actually be able to move that fast, and he's just like, eh? Like, excuse me? Do you not know who I am?
That is the third guard's turn. It is now time for Cherish's attack, which, yes, is against Karen. Karen, what did you have some kind of response to this?
No, I just wanted to see who it was going to hit.
Karen, that is a 19 plus 4, 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So he gets double damage if he's mounted and moving against these attacks because he's doing mounted combat.
Cool.
So this is going to be 1d8 slashing and 1d6 fire. There's going to be 14 slashing damage and 9 fire damage.
Okay, so 14 halved is
7.
Okay, cool.
As he just brutally comes through with that long sword and just like doesn't even stop, just on the horse, just comes at you with the sword as he just blitzes past you on his horse.
Wonderful. Now he's right next to me.
He would probably be carrying on, so we'll have to figure out. I'm going to let you roll your sentinel attack, like your opportunity attack now.
Yeah, if he wants to ride past me to try and get to somebody else, he's going to have to roll pretty well.
Are you aiming for him or are you aiming for the horse?
The thing is I don't want to hurt a horse even in fiction.
Yeah, like
I'm
it's
going.
you're a horse girl on the inside.
So I'm going to go for him.
Okay, cool. Roll me an attack roll.
That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Yeah, you have sentinel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say that works. So the horse carries on galloping to the north, and he is going to like come off the horse and land on the ground pretty heavily in that heavy armor that he's wearing.
Wonderful. He has 19 points of slashing damage.
Whoa.
Jesus.
See, I usually forget about the +8, so I rolled an 11, so
He's
it's
not
19.
cherishing his day today.
Yep, there we go. Next up is going to be the other Flynn, who's going to pull out a crossbow and shoot at Frankie with it.
Frankie, no!
We should call him Mr. Onagon to prevent confusion.
Okay. Mr. Onagon got a 22 to hit Frankie.
Oh no!
That's how you can tell it's not Flinvar.
That's only 1d8. So that is 5 plus 2. That's going to be 7 piercing damage. And does Webb have a concentration check?
It does.
Can you please roll me your concentration check?
Let me just roll d20. Oh, that's a 14.
That passes. Yeah, you maintain your concentration on the web as you've got like a crossbow bolt sticking out of your like the top part of your arm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Jesus.
Frankie's just like.
That is top of the round, so it's back to you, Frankie.
Oh God. Okay. Well, Frankie is going to retaliate by casting Magic Stone.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and so you're enchanting that pebble that you found, right?
Yes.
What is it? What do you do with it?
I'm going to hip it at Mr. Onagon.
Okay. Cool. Roll me an attack roll.
But which one?
Mr. Onagon.
Mr. Onagon.
Mr.
Oh,
Onagon.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That's 15 to hit.
Linda, what's your AC?
17.
I was going to say, I don't think it is.
Well, actually, it's 16 and then +1 because I've got my braces of sacrifice. So if he's not wearing his braces of sacrifice, then 16.
So I only had his AC being 15 because he's not Flinvar. He's like businessman with like a lot of cool gadgets. So I only had his AC at 15. What do you guys think? Should we use real Flynn's AC or should we use that at 15 that I just had?
I think it would be fun to use real.
Yeah,
Flynn.
to be fair. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So you fling this magic rock at him, and it seems to ping off of some kind of like force field or something that like it never touches him. It pings off something like half a foot out from his skin.
Nah! Curses! There's some sort of magical force field around him. Ah!
How many attacks do you have per turn?
I have one attack, but that was a bonus action.
Okay.
Could I call it my crossbow?
Yeah, you go ahead, call it your crossbow.
It's like, well, you shot me with a crossbow, well, you take this, Mr. Onagon! He said really mad because there's a bolt sticking out of his shoulder and it hurts.
Yeah.
Roll me an attack roll.
He rolled 13 plus 7, 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Take this shoulder! And he rolled, that's 10 damage.
Yeah, okay, cool. Other Flinvar takes 10 damage. Does that include your oh no, because you can't do the lightning because you've already used your bonus.
Yeah, that's just straight damage.
Yeah, that's fine. So, in the middle of this big brawl, you and this guy that you have like all these business contracts with just start shooting each other.
I never liked you.
So funny.
Hopefully that only applies to the other Flinvar and not our Flinvar.
Yeah, only other Flinvar. Because I feel like other Flinvar is actually more like mean and ruthless and like, you know, warmonger guy, where Flynn is actually a really nice guy, just wanted, you know, trying to make some sales. You know?
So next up would be Karen.
I would like to wail on Cherish, please.
Oh, that's awesome, because the demon that you're standing next to also has the Sentinel feat, so because you attacked one of his allies, he's going to attack you.
Okay, no.
Oh my god.
That is 18 plus 4, 22 to hit.
Well, I haven't attacked him yet. Stop rolling dice. Give me a minute.
Okay, go ahead. Roll your
That
attack.
is rude.
Let me-
Roll your attack
let me-
against Cherish. That's
Let me
waiting for you.
hit Cherish
That's
first.
waiting for you, honey.
And I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him twice actually because I can do that.
Right in the bum.
Yep.
So first attack first, and then I get a Sentinel response.
Okay. 20, not natural to hit.
That does hit. Cherish, yeah, nice.
Wonderful. 12 slashing damage.
Oh, man, you hit so hard now.
Mm.
Now that I remember to add all of my things, yeah.
Yep. And the demon is going to take an attack of opportunity against you. It gets 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 3d6. And can you please make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw?
I can do that. Do.
6 slashing and 7 fire damage.
The Constitution save is a 19.
No,
so
okay,
no
cool. You're not
worries.
paralyzed.
No.
Go
And
ahead, take your second attack.
you know what? I'm going to change my mind, and Karen does a down swing at Cherish and kind of slashes across his body. And as the demon hits her with the spear, her body comes up, and then she would swing straight into the demon.
Cool. Go ahead, roll me an attack roll.
That is 26.
26 does hit. Yeah, go ahead. Roll me your damage.
15 slashing damage.
So his little toad face just pops like a zit
Ugh.
as you sink your axe into him.
Disgusting.
Yeah. As I swing upwards, I scream downwards at Cherish, and she says, "Stand down for the good of the city."
Yeah, you turd.
Roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Yeah. Not great. 7 plus 8, so a 15.
Pretty good considering all factors. I'm going to say not enough to make him back off, but definitely enough to make him extremely wary of you. Where before you were a housewife running a company in your husband's absence, now you are
A beast.
the danger.
The danger. I am the danger.
Next up is Bobby. He's going to have disadvantage on his strength saving throw to get out of the web. Yo! Let's see, what's his strength? Because I got 16 on dice.
Oh yeah, that's
Ooh.
gonna. It says strength.
That's going to be a 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, that.
You rolled a 16 and a 17, so that was pretty good for disadvantage. He's going to rip himself out of this web, and he is going to just run straight at you, Frankie.
Oh god, not at me!
I'm going to go ahead and roll one of his claw attacks.
Oh gosh.
Does plus 7 to hit. Does 22 hit you?
It does, yes.
Cool, that's 2d8 slashing damage. 2d8 plus 4.
Uh,
11 slashing damage.
oh,
And you get pushed back 10 feet. And can you roll another concentration check? It'd be another 10 concentration check.
oh, that's a 9.
Oh, the webs disappear. So now Friskin is free, as well as... Who else was in there? It was Cassie and the other Flinvar.
And the Bobby.
The Bobby just got out.
Bobby
Oh,
broke
well.
out.
Yeah.
He's all the
okay.
way over by Frankie.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie, he's
Well.
going to make a second attack against you.
Oh,
8 plus 7. I don't think that's going to hit. That's only a 15.
Nope.
He goes for that second punch, and he punches just into the concrete, like right next to your head.
What a dick.
Oh. God.
To finish his turn, he is going to scream, but like right in your face, just like all the way at you.
Ew.
And he is going to heal.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
he screams and heals?
Can he not?
Don't
Like,
heal.
But something else happens is that when he screams, you notice all his wounds close up, like the big dent in his chest where Friskin kicked him, pops back out. Someone panel beat it. But then also, he catches on fire as this uncontrollable hellfire just starts burning through him as he runs his healing. So he's going to also take some hellfire damage.
Oh, interesting.
He's going to take 16 damage, so he's lost 16 now.
Whew, nice.
Friskin's up next. He's out of the webs. His claim that he wanted to take down the big one is still in play, so he's going to dash back to the bobby. He's going to wrap his arms around its waist and throw it backwards over his shoulders in a wrestling move that we all like to call a suplex.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I forget you're such a wrestling buff.
That's 15 plus 3. The bobbies, it's not a grapple because he's not facing, he's facing the other way. That's more than enough. Friskin's gonna rip it out of the wall and throw it over. It's gonna take a bit of extra damage because of its own weight. 10, 11, 12, 13 plus 5. He's gonna take 17 on top of that.
Well,
Nice.
16 plus 17 would be 35. No, 38. I'm not sure. What's 16 plus 17?
Don't
38
literally
feels
don't ask
right.
me.
No,
Sure.
33.
Don't ask me.
Okay.
38. Why did we decide to play a game with so much maths?
I know.
I don't
I'm
know.
terrible at it.
I'm just thinking, I joined in to help with the maths, not to actually help other people. with
Yeah,
Flinvar, you're up.
So, I have a question first.
Yeah, go ahead.
How far across is the plaza, and what's the door to the plaza made of?
So the plaza's just like an open space cobbled area where pedestrians can walk around.
Oh.
Like Garden Place in Hamilton.
Wait, so we're not in a closed... Oh, okay. So I thought we're at...
You're an open pedestrian area where about 60 feet in either direction. No, sorry, it'd be further than that. About 100 feet in either direction. From where you are, you could probably hit some buildings and go into alleyways and stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were in an enclosed plaza, still in the prison complex, not outside.
No, you are technically out of the prison, but you're in the pedestrian space directly outside the prison.
Like, kind of town squish. Okay, cool. Now that changes what I was going to do then. I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then also, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Frankie.
Oh, thank you.
So you get 1d10 on... You get 1d10.
Okay, you are now invisible, and you've used your Bardic Inspiration. Would you like to use any of your movement? The demon guard won't be able to hit you as you leave his space.
Yes, then I would like to move forwards and angling a little bit behind the group as far as I can get with my movement.
Okay, so you want to get out into open space, away from everybody?
A little bit, yeah. No more than 20 feet. It's not too far.
Okay, so you're positioned to the south of the group now, kind of where the horse came from.
Yep.
Yeah, you're 20 feet away from the closest demon guard.
Cool.
Okay, Idafer, you're up.
I think I am gonna cast a spell. No one has gone for Sylvie, have they?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Cassie's still in the web area, right?
Web is gone.
Frankie lost concentration on the web.
Oh, okay, but still in that area, hasn't moved forward.
Yes, that's true. Standing near the Mr. Onagon.
Perfect. I am going to take out my command's back up,
Okay.
and I am going to focus on. Yeah, I'll go for Cassie because I feel like someone needs to take her out,
Okay.
and I have no attachment to her.
Yep, that's fair. You run up to the Goliath, who has just gotten out of the webs, and go ahead and hit her with an attack.
Perfect. All right. Well. Oh, sweet. I got a nat 20.
Okay. oh no. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me your damage on the squire.
Is there anyone near her? Would I get my sneak attack or nah?
You get sneak attack because you set it up last turn.
Oh, okay. Fair. Oh, because I have advantage. Of course. Wonderful. Need that. And then I need a D8. You're right about the math. Jeez Louise. 5, 10, 14, 20. That is 26 damage.
How do you want to kill Cassie?
Oh,
Cassie, no.
She's not real.
I want to do it with like mercy, so I just want to make it a quick death.
So what? Through the head, through the heart, neck chop.
I reckon, yeah, I think a neck chop.
Okay. You go low, like burst speed through everyone, and you come up at this Goliath who is just righting themselves after being stuck. You swing your sword around in a big arc, and it just slices straight through her neck, and she falls to her knees, kind of looking at you with confusion and fear.
Well,
Oh,
bugger.
Flynn's heart breaks full of it.
Yeah, Flynn, you
Yeah,
saw
'cause,
that.
like,
You
none
had,
of
a,
us
you
know,
had a
right?
clear view on that shit, Flynnvar. You're invisible off to the side, and you just saw one of your teammates kill one of your close friends.
Oh my god.
Close friends.
And he's like muttering to him, like, but very quietly, like, it's not real, it's not real.
It's not real. It's not real.
Nothing is real.
Idafit, you used your bonus action to swap weapons, and you used your action to attack. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Cherish is up next. Cherish is going to use the disengage action against you, Karen.
That's crazy because Sentinel ignores that.
Oh, it does too, doesn't it?
It sure do.
I'm gonna use my DM powers. He is going to.
He just walks away.
I'm going to use my
I'm done.
DM powers to not do that, and instead, he is going to shout an order in a language you don't understand at the demon, and he's going to try to wrap his arms around you.
Okay, cool. So he's doing a grapple?
He's doing a grapple check versus you. That is right.
Okay.
Not advised.
I know this is an initiative, but is
Yes.
there any way, because I've got my earring in still, is there any way that I can like give her kind of a heads up? Like, he's gonna grab you. Probably not.
I mean, she already is a barbarian using rage, and it's an athletics check. She's going to be fine.
Hey, don't worry about
okay.
it. Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, so I am going to gain advantage on strength checks, aren't I?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Not great.
Oh.
16.
Still plenty to not get grappled by him.
Wonderful.
As you like catch his arms and sort of shove him back a little bit, but then that you realize that your hands are actually burning, and you look down at your hands and they've got this dark red like burn going across the skin,
Ooh.
and you realize maybe that word that he said was not actually a command, but maybe some kind of spell. Can you please roll me a charisma saving throw?
Charisma save. Okay. 7.
Take 2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
That's only 2 fire damage, but your vision is going to start to blur.
Cool. And what does that mean mechanically?
We will get to that.
Okay, sure thing.
Silver is up next. He jumps off of Barry because he realizes it's kind of silly to be piggybacking when he's got longer legs. He's still running north. Cassie is next. She is dead.
No, she's not. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Barry's after that. He is like right on the heels of Silver, just leaving everybody behind. Murphy's also with them. He's going to keep running. Now we're up to the guards. One of them's dead, so that was the one that was standing next to Karen. There is another guard who turns around and is going to start running after Barry and Silver and Murphy. He makes it there and he comes across Murphy. And he's going to do a spear attack against Murphy. That's going to be a hit. Murphy is going to take some damage from that spear. Anyone who's watching sees Murphy get hit by the spear trying to protect Barry and Silver.
Aww.
And he makes a very strange face as he catches a light with hellfire. And you realize that anyone who's noticing this, he's probably never felt like fire hurt him before.
Oh.
Oh, true, yeah.
Murphy.
The remaining guard was the one who was the closest to Flynnbar, but Flynnbar went invisible. He's going to walk up and backstab Karen. He's going to have advantage on that because of the flanking. That is going to be 12 plus 4. Does 16 hit you, Karen?
A 16 does hit me, yes.
Karen, that's going to be 5 piercing damage and
Half to 3 or 2?
2.
2. Okay.
And 8 fire damage. And can you make that paralysis check? Sorry, the DC 15 Constitution saving throw again with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. No, I passed. I got a 14 plus 7, so I passed, but
Okay.
I did also roll a nat 20, so that's why I was saying, oh.
Oh, wow, okay. You are still, even though you're like not able to really see anything clearly anymore, and your hands are burning, you're still able to like will yourself through it. God, I love barbarians.
Barbarians. She just rages her way through it. At this point, Karen is just like bellowing in Cherish's face.
The other Flynnvar, the Mr. Onagon, surveys the scene and sees Silver and Barry leaving, and he's going to take a shot at them.
Oh.
Ew.
That's gross.
Karen, you don't see it, but you hear your husband cry out in pain as he's shot in the back with a crossbow bolt. But you know that he's a dwarf. He's a pretty hardy guy. Hopefully, he is going to keep going. The rest of you see him take this hit as he jumps in front of Silver to take a crossbow bolt that was meant for him. And he takes it, and he does sort of fall down. He's not been very well taken care of.
And no, in the prison.
Yeah, so he falls down. He's basically at the feet of the demon who was attacking Murphy. Frankie.
Oh God, Frankie just wants to.
Aren't you right next to the Bobby?
The Bobby got suplexed, but yeah, you're like 10 feet from it.
I can't think of a better person to
Guys.
try and disable the Bobby in this moment than a super genius inventor.
I mean,
Do you still have my inspo, or did you use that?
I do have the inspo. I was just thinking how a way of to actually.
Would it be like an intelligence or an arcana check to disable it, or what would that roll look like?
I know what it looks like, but there's only one way for me to tell you.
Tune in next time. Not kidding. Yeah, well, I would like to try and disable it.
Sweet. So Flinvar told you that you've got to take out its eyes
Take
or
out its
disable
eyes.
its eyes. So you run over to the Bobby where it's lying on the ground after being suplexed by a cat. Yep, this is a weird game,
Yep.
sure. And you like sit down on its chest, and you can see that its eyes are like crackling with green energy, green magic, like mixed in with a little bit of hellfire as well, as it is burning as it tries to sustain itself.
Okay, yeah, Frankie would like to do that, but in sort of a cool way, you know.
So you got told to take out his eyes. What are you
Yeah,
gonna do? What are you
yeah.
gonna do to do that?
Could I potentially use to make it look kind of cool? One of the pull out the bolt in my shoulder
Yeah,
to run up and just like use that to jab it in the eye.
Oh,
cool. I'll tell you what. You can go for one with a lower DC, or you could try to go for both eyes with one action with a higher DC.
You know what? You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
yeah.
That's the biscuit.
Can you please roll me a DC 18 medicine check?
Oh, medicine! No, that's wisdom. Oh.
Don't forget your D10.
Okay. Do I roll the D10 and the D20 at the same time?
You can choose to use the D10 if you want to.
You could go for the 20 first and then roll the 10 to add to it. Because the thing is, you might go so low on the 20 that it's not worth it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I'll do that. Oh,
You got this.
so low. So low.
Oh no!
No.
So it was my birthday the other day.
Yay! Happy
And it was-
birthday!
Thank you. And Penny gave me an inspiration point.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
You did. But I would like to give it to Frankie if I can. Because
Frankie,
he's a little cutie.
Frankie, roll your medicine check with advantage.
Okay.
Do it.
Thank God for that because I rolled a 7 and a 17.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the inspiration I got from Finbar.
Yeah.
That is a D10.
It sure is.
Okay. That is 1.
That makes 18, doesn't it?
That makes 18.
Oh,
That makes
Damn.
18.
Oh, thank God.
I was like,
Frankie, you pull a crossbow bolt out of your shoulder, and you, just like a skinny little human who never has done any amazing feats of strength, but believes in yourself, you run to the Bobby, and you stab it through like the side of the head. I wouldn't even know what to call it. You're coming at the eyes from the side, and your crossbow
Temple.
bolt, at the temple, your crossbow bolt pierces through one eyeball and just carries on straight through this
yeah.
rotted flesh
Yeah.
into the other eyeball, and in front of you there's this like sizzling noise as the Bobby's eyes both like fade out. The green lightning just backs off, and then the entire Bobby just starts to alight itself in hellfire as you jump away from it, and it just starts to burn with this dark red demonic fire.
Nice.
Nice.
Frankie, everybody is distracted by this amazing feat of courage and ingenuity. You can yell one thing to your companions as everyone has a moment to flee. What do you say?
Oh God. Frankie's just like, let's get this done. And he just like throws down the bolt. slightly eyes fucking the Mr. Onagon and just see you in the office on Monday.
Oh my god.
We have a business meeting on Monday. I'll see you there.
Admiral Cherish here. There's no way this lousy rabble will be getting away from me. Trust your gut, citizen. I knew that stonecutter woman was up to no good, and so too do you know what you know. Thank you for listening to the show and being witness to my upcoming victory.